Welcome. You're here to learn how to go from burnout to balance, to stop feeling exhausted and overwhelmed so that you can start enjoying your success. In 5 minutes, you're going to learn one, that you can avoid burnout and still keep your success. Two, the real cause of burnout. It's not what you think it is. And three, the 3 steps to banishing burnout. The good news is that burnout is preventable. Success, exhaustion, and stress aren't a package deal. You're going to learn today how you can keep your success and reclaim your well being. Burnout is physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion from prolonged stress. Conventional wisdom says burnout results when you chronically have too much to do with too little time. The good news is burnout isn't due to your extensive to-do list or time pressure. It's due to resistance. Why is that good news? Because this puts you in the driver's seat. You can banish burnout without changing others or the world. When you have things to do that you love, you'll find time for them and they'll fill you up. So it's not about enough time and energy. It's about what's taking your time and energy and your relationship to it. If you have resistance to the things taking your time and energy on a chronic basis, then you're on the road to burnout. When I say resistance, I mean resistance to what is. You don't want to do it, but you feel like you have to do it. Check in with yourself. How many times during the day does your body get heavy and tired, or you have anxiety just at the thought of doing something you don't want to do? These signs are information that something isn't working for you. They aren't the cause of your burnout. They're symptoms of your burnout. One of my clients, let's call her Tina, came to me with just this issue. She didn't have enough time and energy, and she thought it was a time management issue. But as we dug in, quickly it became clear that the only reason she was feeling overwhelmed and under-resourced wasn't time management, it was resistance. I'll say more about this as I discuss the 3 steps to banishing burnout. Step 1, awareness. Become aware of the resistance by observing and noting when unpleasant thoughts, emotions, and sensations come up in connection with something on your to-do list. Let's take an example of working late. A resistance thought is, I have to work late again. A resistance emotion is, I feel frustrated at the prospect of having to work late again. A resistance sensation is, my body feels heavy and tired at the prospect of working late again. This is all information about resistance to working late again. In Tina's case, when she thought about putting down the work, the voice inside her told her she couldn't do that and anxiety would flood her body. At this stage, I encourage you to just observe. Don't try to fix, suppress, or resist the resistance. What I mean by that is push through the exhaustion and suppress unpleasant emotions or add more emotions to the pile like guilt and shame at having those emotions. That all increases resistance. It takes courage and fierce self-love to see resistance and to look at what's not working so that you can change it for the better. Step 2, banishing burnout, is to look for the root cause of the resistance. In our example, what is it about working late again that you're resisting? Is it the work itself? Is it because it takes you away from your family? Is it because you don't feel valued? What is it that's not aligned with you about working late? Often this work involves going into subconscious programming, beyond logic and reason. I spoke about Tina. Her subconscious belief was that if she made a mistake, she'd lose everything, her clients and her loved ones. This programming and not time management was creating the resistance to putting it all down and causing her burnout. She didn't have a conscious choice in the matter. It wasn't rational or logical. It was at a deeper subconscious level, which, by the way, runs more than 90% of our lives. This takes us to step 3 of banishing burnout. Once we identify the root, we apply the right tools to free you from the resistance so you can have both well-being and success. Going back to Tina, we were able to successfully uproot the false belief that one mistake equaled game over, and her reworking naturally fell away. As a result, she's happier, lighter, and has reclaimed her time and energy. By the way, she's more successful than ever. So in summary, you can prevent burnout and have both success and well-being. Burnout is a result of resistance, not lack of time and energy. The 3 steps to banishing burnout are: 1, awareness of the resistance. Step 2, digging deeper for the source of the resistance, often a blind spot, so I encourage you to get help with that. And step 3, rewriting that programming. Again, this often involves subconscious work. Burnout is preventable. Thank you so much for being here. My hope is that this has served you and that you're now better equipped to stop the cycle of burnout and to start thriving. Thank you.